Welcome back to the Crochet Creatives with my friends over at yarnspirations.com. Today I am going to finish off the Flora Afghan with the border. So in the border it's just a very simple concept, and you have a set of instructions. There's only 3 rounds. So it's actually kept it really quite simple, as you see, just like so. So let me talk a little bit about this and we'll get you kicked off today. So in the border I decided to keep it relatively simple. So if you look at your squares, you'll notice that you have a double crochet round and then you finish it off with a single crochet. So there's only 3 rounds in order to do. So there's another round here of just a single crochet round, and then all we have is then we're doing the modified bean stitch here, and then we're gonna finish it off. So I figured that there's so much work done in these particular squares that there's no point making the border even excessive. So let's get on with it. And the nice thing about this is that you can adjust this, so it doesn't have to be the 4x5 squares. It could be any size. It's just gonna be able to follow suit, and you can always cheat it in the corners if you have to, if your count is off. So it's only gonna be off by 1, and that's the nice thing about it. So you can always adjust for 1 if you have to. So we're gonna kick off the instructions. I did have the colors shown as per the blanket, and we have round 1, and all we're just gonna do is that we're gonna start off in a corner and apply 3 single crochets into the corner. So it's the middle one of the 5 single crochets that are in the corner, and then we're just gonna evenly space all the single crochets evenly across. So if there's a stitch work, you're just gonna go right into the stitch work, and when it joins and butts up against another one, just make it look good. So just continue to single crochet it all the way across, and then on each one of the corners, so it's the middle one of the grouping of 5, so it's the 3rd one in, you're gonna put in 3 single crochets in order to do that. So let's begin to do that next. So you're gonna go into the very corner. So at this time all of your particular squares are going to be whip stitched together. So just, we have a video for whip stitching if you need it, and it's just a matter of sewing it together on the back loop so that you have an invisible join. You can also join with single crochet if you want to, or Celtic lace. We also have that available to you. Basically how you join it is up to you. So we're gonna start off with the middle one. It's got 5 single crochets in there, and we want to go into the middle one of the grouping of 5. So right in there. So let's start off with the standing single crochet. So you're just gonna pull it through like this, and then you're just gonna pull through the 2, and then that's a single crochet ready to go. And you're gonna put in 2 more of those single crochets in there and then move on. So you're just gonna evenly put in 1 stitch, 1 single crochet in every stitch, and then when you get to where it butts up to the next one, you just kinda jump over it, but make sure if you need to fill it in, you do fill it in. Chances are you'll need to put in a single crochet right where it's joining, just to keep it looking good. And then eventually you'll hit a corner. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pretend that this is the full thing, and we're gonna get all the way across, and then just pretend that you've jumped over the butting, and I'll show you. Just make sure that you know how to turn once again. So eventually you're gonna get all the way across, and then you'll have the next corner, and then you'll turn. So in the middle one of the grouping of 5, which is the next one, you'll put in 3 single crochets so that it can turn and continue along. So what I want you to do is go all the way around on your Afghan, and then we'll meet back up here in just a moment, and I will show you then how to start round number 2. So eventually you come all the way around. This is just because, just to say that I went all the way around. So I'm just coming back all the way around. I don't really do tutorials this way, but it's great for demonstration purposes. So you're gonna come all the way around, and then you're just gonna come into the last one and then join it to the very first single crochet with a slip stitch. Now I'm recommending that you get rid of this yarn, so just change out this yarn. So just get rid of it like you would have if it was a regular square, and then we're gonna move on and start round number 2 with the modified bean stitch. Okay, let's begin to do round number 2. We're just gonna take another color, and I want to join it to the middle one of the 3 in the corner. So just going through. Now when I originally did this, I thought I was doing the bean stitch because I was doing it on a cruise ship, and I thought I knew what I was doing, but it wasn't. And apparently I created a modified bean stitch by accident. So once it's through, just pull through and through, and then chain 1. And what we're gonna do is that we're gonna create the corner. So the corner is actually really quite an easy thing to do, and then I'm gonna show you how to cheat the system, because you may have the wrong stitch count going across, but it'll only be off by 1. So let's just in order to do the bean stitch, we come into the same one. So just go right in and yarn over, pull through. Then we yarn over, and then going into the same one and pull through. And do that one more time. Yarn over, going into the same one, pull through. Just like that. Okay, so then what you're just gonna do is you're gonna pull through all the first one here. Don't pull through the final, so just pull through all the front stuff first, and then pull through. So bean stitch I would have pulled through everything, but because I did it wrong, that's what we ended up with. And then you're just gonna chain 2. So 1 and 2. So you're gonna do that 2 more times in that same one to do that corner. So you just go into the same stitch, pull through, yarn over, in, pull through, and then yarn over, in, pull through, and then pull through the lump of loops first, and then yarn over, pull through, and then chain 2, and do that one more time to get that corner to turn. So just going right into the stitch first, pull through, yarn over, going in, pull through, and then yarn over, in, pull through, and then pull through the first lump. So don't pull through everything, and then pull through the final 2, just like that. So what we're going to do then is that we want to continue then to move our way across. So we're gonna chain 2 and skip the next stitch and go to the second over and do a bean stitch, a modified. So it's just in, pull through, in, pull through, in, pull through, and then pull through the lump, and then pull through, and then chain 2. And you're gonna do that. So you skip the next one, so in, pull through, and you're just gonna do this all the way across until you hit the next corner. And in the next corner is where you're gonna have to be able to adjust for it, just in case you're not getting it to sit right. So what I want to do is I don't want to show you there how to cheat the system, so I'll be there in just a moment. So when you get all the way over, I don't know if I'm gonna be right or wrong at this point. Actually I can tell right now I'm gonna be wrong. So here's actually no, I'm gonna be right. You can tell I have no idea what I'm doing. So you're gonna chain 2. So you want to get yourself to the B into the middle here. So it just happens to be that I can see that if I skip the next one and so on, I'm gonna land there. So the goal is that you need to find the middle one, and you may have to cheat the system, and actually the original has this because one of the sides I didn't have an equal number. And that's kind of why I put it as a tip. So if the next one happened to be the middle one, I would just literally throw it right into the next one so that you can keep the count then going down the other side. In this case I can skip one and I'm in the middle. And when you're in the corner you want to apply then the 3 bean stitches that you had before, so you make sure you chain 2 and turn. So if I had to throw in one right here, when you go to do the next round, the way that it's gonna do go in there, it's gonna look like that it's separate. It just happens to be a miracle. So I want you to continue then going all the way around, and then on the corner ones, just like you're seeing right now, you want to make sure that you put 3 in the corner, and etc. So then we have one more round to do after this, and that will conclude then the border for this whole project. Again, I didn't want to make anything complicated. So once you're done the corner, just skip one and start then going down the next side. So please do that, and then I'll see you at the end of this row. So when you get to the end, I want you just to slip stitch, and then you're just going to fasten off, and then we'll bring on a new color. So let's pretend we've gone all the way around, we've slip stitched, we want a new color. So what you want to do is you want to start off in the beginning of the first bean stitch that's in a corner, and let's fasten on. Let's do a standing single crochet because you're good at it. So just go through and then pull through. So because it's a corner, just come into the next space and just apply then a single crochet, and then come into the top of the next bean stitch right there and do a single crochet, and then go into the next space in between the bean stitches and go there for single, and then go into the next bean, and therefore it's gonna change from this point. So right from this point now is that when you go to do this, you want to do an extended single crochet down into where this one is right here. So when you do that, you're just gonna go in and pull through, just pull a little bit of a longer loop, and then single crochet, and then go in the top of the next bean, and then go down into the next one here, so right in between. And what this is doing, it's making the blue look like that it's suspended. Do you see that? So you're just gonna do that then all the way around. Oops, I keep wanting to chain one but I don't. So just top and then in and etc. So the only time you cannot extend all the way down is in the corner, so just stay on the outside here, just single crochet on the tops of the beans here and in the gapping spaces, and then in the middle here you're just going to drop down when you have a chance, and etc. And that's how you're gonna do that. So this is the conclusion for how to do this border, and you can see by doing these drop single crochets that the color that you had in the middle can be a lot of fun and look like it's kinda like lights and stuff. So that's it for now. Have a good one. We hope to see your creativity available online soon. Bye bye.